Hey everyone, this is Dig. I just wanted to bring to you a 1v1, and this 1v1 is going to be between iamjacksBAD, who's spawning as the red Protoss, versus Military Mind, which is a blue Zerg. The reason I'm bringing you this game is it's kind of a unique game. You actually see a cannon rush work on a Zerg, and I'm not talking about a cannon rush where you deny an expansion. Like, you can put cannons behind the mineral lines as the expansion's finishing and kill that expansion. You can put cannons here, deny this expansion. You can even put cannons down here and deny him from expanding. But actually a cannon rush that basically cripples the Zerg, causing him to rage quit. Now, as going through a Zerg's head, really, unless you're a complete noob, you should already know this, that if you're Protoss or you're Terran, you can't build on creep. However, the only thing that can build on creep is the Zerg race. So if you look at Military Mind's vision, you can see that his vision does not extend to the edge of the creep. As you look here, you see that there's some shroud where he does not have vision. What you can do is, if you're Zerg and wanting to cheese, you can build your spawning pool quickly. Like, it could be a 6 pool, 10 pool, and then if you sneak a worker, you can put them right on the edge here and build a spine crawler. So that's the only thing you need to watch out for usually as a Zerg. But if you look now, you see iamjacksBAD has scouted him, he has found him, and really Military Mind doesn't mind this as a normal scout. Well, wrong. This is going to be a cannon rush, and he's going to place the cannon right here. And if you notice, he builds one pylon and now a second pylon. There's actually enough room for a cannon right here that will be in range of one mineral, what do you want to call this, mineral field. The second probe, why would you bring 2 probes? Well, unless you're really good at micro, it's pretty easy to kill this probe. Now I'm going to pause it right now. You do see that he sent way too many workers after one probe. Send half as many, maybe 4, just so you can get a good surround on the probe and kill him quickly. The spawning pool's almost done, so essentially you're going to have lings out soon, you're going to have spine crawlers out soon. There's not a huge reason to send all your workers. You're not going to be able to kill this cannon. This cannon's well defended. You can squeeze one worker in there, but even at that, it might even be a hard wall where you couldn't squeeze a worker in. So these workers really should just be back mining. He has enough minerals to even put down another hatchery. Why not take one of these before he has a cannon wall and hide an expansion here, hide expansion here. You can do all of those things. What I would like to see him do in this situation is say, okay, the cannon's going down, I have to deny vision of the high ground. Let me place a spine crawler right about here. If you place a spine crawler right about here, it should deny things coming up and giving vision. This is why iamjacksBAD is going for the assimilator. He's going for the assimilator because he wants to maintain vision of this high ground. He does end up sniping this, and it seems apparently that this is a tight wall because none of them are getting in to attack that. This spine crawler placement is really poor, simply because it's going to be in range of the photon cannon as soon as it's done. Really, a position right here is probably ideal. You could kill the assimilator and deny further scouts from coming up. This second probe is worth its weight in gold. It's allowing another cannon to be warped in as he cancels it immediately, saving 113 minerals. He only loses 37, which is pretty good. So if you look at the units lost and the resources, he's lost 87 so far. That was the 37 from the cancel and 50 from the probe. And the Zerg has already lost 300 minerals. This is smart of him, building a second hatchery, but if he did it right away, this thing should be approaching almost being done, and then it can start making lings. What the Zerg can do now is, I'm going to pause it real quick. Where this spine crawler is ideal position if you would have done this at the start. Not now. What you have here is you have the pylon finishing, you have a cannon finishing, and they're going to be able to kill the spine crawler. If you look, a spine crawler has 300 hit points. A photon cannon essentially has 300 hit points. Well, it has 150 hit points and 150 shields. Notice a pylon, it has 200 shields and 200 hit points. Essentially 100 more units of damage it can take. So as soon as this finishes, the cannon is going to immediately start shooting the spine crawler. The spine crawler automatically targets the cannon. That's good. You want to make sure you're hit. If you have a choice between a pylon and a cannon, you want to start shooting the cannon. The cannon has less hit points. You're more likely to kill it faster. The good thing about where this cannon was placed, it was in range of 2 pylons, so it remained powered. And it's kind of a boss cannon. It actually ends up staying alive with 4 hit points. Quickly dies. So at this point, the cannon rush has been successful. One other thing to notice is where this spawning pool is located. I personally, as a Zerg player, I play random 1v1s. I'm learning Zerg. I don't really like having my spawning pool in a place where it can easily be attacked or harassed. So putting it here, it's going to be in range of these cannons. Also putting it here is a range of anything that's attacking up the ramp. The first tech building it's going to see is the spawning pool. I like to have it back here, away from the ramp. Secondly, if you put it too far away, like back here, it can be void ray harassed or just air harassed, depending what race you're playing. But putting it out in front makes it a good target. So if this guy would have happened to have 4-gated and you got some action going on, this building might have been picked off and that could have been detrimental. So what could the Zerg do at this point? Well, if this was placed further back, he need not worry, simply because, yes, he's being denied mining of 1 mineral field, 1 mineral patch, but he can still get some lings out. He's building lings almost exclusively from this hatchery. This hatchery is done over here. Instead of rallying lings here where they're going to die to cannons, he could have rallied lings straight to the base where there was nothing to defending it. So, what could this Zerg player have done besides rage quitting and saying GG, for lack of a better word? He could have done a couple things. One, probably was not going to scout the cannons going down here enough to prevent him. Sees the cannons going down, says, oh no, I'm getting cannon rushed. Immediately puts a spine crawler right here, immediately expands down here. The spine crawler right here should be able to kill the assimilator, deny other probes from getting up to give vision of the high ground, deny other cannons from coming in, and then eventually you'd be able to kill this original cannon. Putting the spawning pool further back in this area would protect it so it wouldn't be vulnerable to attacks like this. Thirdly, once he gets this expansion up, building lings at this expansion, and instead of rallying him to his base, rally him to your opponent's base. The one thing iamjacksBAD could have done to make this a little bit better would be put maybe 1 cannon back here at home, so that in case someone countered, in case the Zerg countered, he would be safe from a counter ling attack. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little bit something that you guess you can cannon rush a Zerg. Please subscribe to my channel and have a good day.